VybezRadio. This is CeaseNSekkle, and yeah, man, it's fire, 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 because it's that time for Empress Divine.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. And you guys know how I love Empress Divine.
Yes.
And that's when my smile comes out and everything. But that's because, honestly, we get to celebrate some amazing women. And today we have Empress Divine Aulgah Natoh here with us at CeaseNSekkle. Hi, how are you?
Well, thank you. How are you?
I'm good. Karibu
Lovely
sana.
to see you.
Thank you. And yes, guys, Aulgah Natoh is a multi-award-winning high Kenyan fashion designer. She's based in Nairobi, Kenya, and you know, one of the things I love about Aulgah's story is she turned her dream into ambition. And you know, she lost her mom when she was 9 years old.
Right.
And was raised by a single dad, and self-taught herself still how to be a fashion designer. So, you know, here at CeaseNSekkle, we like to tell people you can always change any situation you're in and make it a better one. So, Aulgah Natoh, please introduce yourself in your own words. Can you tell us in a few sentences, who is Aulgah Natoh?
I am Aulgah Natoh. I'm a fifth born from a family of 6. I have 4 brothers and 1 sister. Born in Homa Bay. I lost my mom at the age of 9 and was left with a single dad who later lost his eyesight as well, who was a civil servant. But by the grace, we managed to go to school, all of us. Now, after school, while I was going to school, you know, parents, they have their dream jobs for you,
yes.
in their heads. So
They always do, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think my dad, because he was a police officer. So my dad wanted me to either be in the police line or be a teacher or a nurse.
Sounds like a lot of parents.
Yes.
Yeah, because I think that was what was there before. And so, yes, I went to school and I wasn't feeling the vibe of being a police or a teacher or any of those. But then again, I was too shy to exactly share what I wanted to be. So, yeah, I went to school. I went to Nairobi University, studied PR. And then after that, I was able to step out of the country. So I worked with Djibouti Telecom, was able to practice pretty much what I learned.
Yeah.
But then while I was there, I there was a gap, because in Kenya we get to have second-hand mtumba.
Yes.
But when I stepped out, I had no chance of getting mtumba. I had exhausted my wardrobe. And so that is...
There was no more toy market.
Yes, there was
no
no
more geek. And that's funny, because today we were giving thanks for fashion and fashion and style, and we said big up all the toy market people. You know,
Right.
as Kenyans, we know like fashion, yani in a
It's
BD.
toy market,
Yeah.
Ngara, Gikosh, and you know, all those. So my wardrobe was completely exhausted, and so I wanted to get to the next level where I could get new clothes. That market had no cheap clothes. I could get very low standard of like the low easily, like the low ones, and then the high end. So there was no middle class. To me, that was not anything in that market.
VybezRadio, and we have the Empress Divine in our building today, Rasta, and it's Aulgah Natoh. How you doing, Empress? I'm doing fabulous. The fact that you're in the house, and we were talking today about simply, you were telling us when you traveled outside the country,
Yes,
there was no gikosh.
there was no gikosh.
You had to come up with a way of
Surviving.
on
Yes.
the attire.
Yeah.
And najua mademu wanapenda nguo.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
So exactly, that is how I realized there was a gap. And there was something I needed to do. So before I came back, I asked my sister, like, hey, could you get me a few stuff that I could survive with on this other end? So my sis sent me like 5 different outfits. And I was able to survive on those for a few months. Actually, I did sell 2. So after selling 2, then I realized, I could make money. But then that brought back when my mom died, leaving us with a full wardrobe. We had lots of clothes to alter so I could fit. Remember, I only had one sister.
Yeah.
So that is how the whole dream started. Yeah.
My question to you is, you studied PR. How long does it take for you to study PR?
I later majored in PR, but it took me 4 years.
4 years?
Yes.
So after 4 years,
Yeah.
and then you went ahead and got a job.
Yeah.
Talking about passion, how did you decide, where did it hit you, you know what, I'm going to quit this job, I'm going to get into fashion?
I still had that. I knew I wanted to do that. All from my childhood, because after having my mom's clothes, I was able to refit all these and fit me at the age of 9. And so I survived with all this for some time.
Amazing.
Yes. So when I thought I had my voice to stand for myself and start doing my own thing, I came back to Kenya, got another job, a PR firm. And afterwards, I figured I wanted to leave and do what I wanted to do. I told my family, and they told me no one gets to retire before they start even making money, because that was my first year.
You were like, listen, nimefanya degree yenu.
Yes.
This is your degree.
Yes.
But I'm going to follow my passion. And that must have taken a lot of sacrifice, because listen, you knew when you went into that university that this is not what I want to do.
Right.
Right? And you had to sacrifice maybe 5-6 years of your life doing something else before you could really follow what you wanted to do.
Yeah.
What would you advise somebody who has a passion right now, who's going through maybe a similar situation? I want to know what you would advise them, like really quick.
Very quick one. You have to stand for what you want and have confidence and consistency, and you'll get all the support from the people that matters to you.
Amazing.
Yeah, man, that's Aulgah Natoh, and we are on Empress Divine, and we'll be talking more to her about the sacrifices she made to become this amazing, award-winning Kenyan fashion designer. We have the amazing Empress Divine, Aulgah Natoh, in studio with us, and we're discussing fashion and following your passion and sacrifice. And amazingly, she went through the whole 4 years degree, 2 years working, and then managed to become this multi-award winning fashion designer representing Kenya, of course. And for me, I love your story, and I just want to know, what are some of the greatest moments, because you have won some awards, and can you tell us about it and how it made you feel after sacrificing all that time doing something that you didn't love so much and being up there receiving these awards?
I must say, some of my best moments in the industry was when my dad started appreciating. So my dad now looked up to when I would say, Dad, I'm having interviews, Dad, I'm traveling, I'm going to New York, I'm going to London, I'm going to Paris for different shows. Now he started seeing that, there are some stuff that are good in what I was doing. And so that encouraged me and kept me going, they are seeing the fruits of what I started as a joke.
Yeah, and can you tell me, the greatest moment, your father, who was like, no, and we've heard that from a lot of Empress Divines, by the way.
Right.
We heard it from Ivial, we heard it from Kasiva, and they said, my dad wasn't, dads are protective over their girls. So they're like, I don't want you doing that. It's not probably the right thing to do. That must have been a great moment. But also for your fashion, you've won some awards.
Right.
And you've been to a lot of countries.
Yeah.
And can you tell me some of those moments that have stuck in your mind?
Last year, I was the number one or the first person in Africa, not only in Kenya, to be invited officially to dress and also to attend Cannes Film Festival, which is world amazing.
The Canes Music Festival is a huge deal, guys.
That means she was there with Lupita.
I was there with Lupita. All the world famous people,
And
celebrities.
who did you dress?
I dressed one of the ladies from the UK. She's an upcoming. She's called Nicole. She was an upcoming actress. Yeah, and her role, the movie that they did, was nominated.
That's so amazing.
Yeah.
And so the first person, guys, this Empress Divine may represent Kenya vibaya sana. Not just Kenya, but Africa.
Right.
By being the first one to be officially invited to Canes Festival and to actually dress some of the actresses. So that's amazing. And so do you feel like your sacrifice was worth it? Like all those years, do you feel like if you had a head start, you could have been further, or do you feel like everything went the way it should have?
I think it has been worth it. Much more because when I started, there was lots of money. In all these things, you spend a lot of money. And sometimes some people do not believe in that. They do not believe that this will. A lot of people would ask me, are you going to earn money when you attend these shows? So then I kept saying, you do not make money exactly on the runway, but afterwards you get to earn money because then you've advertised your designs and people know what you are capable of doing.
Amazing.
Yeah, man. So Empress Divines, and for the Empresses at home, we're speaking to Aulgah Natoh, award-winning fashion designer who made a sacrifice in her life, went and studied PR in Nairobi University, had a job, but then she came back one more time following her passion and making big moves. And that's what we are discussing. And of course, we'll be right back with her after this.
Radio, the show is CeaseNSekkle Rasta with I, Ras Really KK Black Jesus.
And I, Nazizi, the original Roots daughter.
Yeah, man, and in the studio we have the fashion genius herself, Aulgah Natoh. How you doing, Empress?
Thank you. I'm doing well. Thank you.
Yes, I. So I need to know. I'm pretty sure you've dressed a couple of celebrities, eh?
Right.
Home and abroad.
Right.
Yes. Can I get an A-list?
I would say probably. If you've not been on a Nato gown, then it's unfortunate. I would claim all the celebrities.
Yo, wait. Okay. Except Nazizi, because Nazizi never wears dress. Okay, not never. I occasionally wear a dress.
You remember we were with you in 2015, and then you told me you'll be back to date. I'm happy I have you today. I'll definitely go with you.
2015. But unajua ingekuwa Nike store, sijui Adidas, ningekuwa nimekuja the next day. The problem is I'm one of those empresses who just, I don't know what happened to me and dresses. Me sielewi. Most of the time, even in school, I used to carry my trouser in my bag. So that like 3 o'clock ikifika hivi, the skirt is gone, I'm on my trouser. Like, that was just me. I've always felt like if I was being chased, I need to run. Right. And I need to run fast.
Actually, speaking of run,
right.
You've also done a couple of runways.
I have. Yeah, so on the line of the celebrities, just to mention a few,
Yes.
Julie Gishiru, Akode, Janet Mbugwa,
Akode, Queen Mwenyewe.
a number of celebrities,
Amazing.
Betty Kielo and the rest. The runways that I've done at home, I have worked a lot with the Kenya Fashion Awards. So many times I've done Swahili Fashion Week. I have done a number of shows at home. I have lost count.
On the runways, which one you feel like holds a special place in your heart?
I would the runways or my designs on the runway.
The designs on the runway.
There are a number. If you'd be looking at them, I'll tell you, I have a story behind this. I have a story. Yeah, but a lot of my collection, they are stories because I used to be inspired by
on your website. There's this lady, a model, wearing this dress, gray dress. Is it gray?
Yes.
I think right next to a swimming pool or something.
Yes.
Can you give me the story? Because that dress is just amazing.
That dress is worn by a daring woman, a woman who knows what she wants and goes straight for it. Yes.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Nazi, you need to go.
So let's make a challenge. Let's make a challenge.
Dress,
let's make a challenge. Yeah, let's make a dress for Nazizi that she won't only wear once.
Yay!
Because let me tell you something. One thing about dresses, it's like I feel like you wear it once and then
That's it.
That's it. I would like to have a dress that I feel like wearing every other day. Okay, that might not be very possible with me, but it is a challenge and we could do it.
Right.
And guys, maybe one Empress Divine, I'll be rocking a dress over here coming soon, no?
Let me ask you, Nato, is that possible for a lady to buy a dress that just wears every other day?
Yes.
Is it?
Yes.
Yeah, like the little black dress that every woman has. You can wear it with a jacket, you can wear it with a scarf. Look, I know these things. Just because I don't wear a dress doesn't mean I don't know these things. In fact, I've bought a couple of dresses for my friends and they always said to me, wow, Naz, you have such good taste. Why don't you buy this stuff? Chichi Chochi, my friends will tell me, first of all, ask Chiki. Yes, please. Or go to Chiki's Instagram right now and see my shout out from today. Because I got her some stuff for her birthday and she was very happy about it. Thank you very much.
Amazing.
Yeah, man. But Empress Divine, it's amazing to know that if you follow your passion, you will reach somewhere. I'd like to know, what do you have to tell all the empresses right now who are struggling with doing something they don't really like and they know they want to do something else?
Yeah.
But also, what would you like to tell everybody if you were given a chance to say anything?
Anything. I would say the fact that you did not learn something should not hinder you. And the fact that you have a talent and you do not work hard to push it, just having a talent is not good enough to turn your dreams true. So you have to work to turn it into a success.
Amazing.
Yes, sir.
And I'm pretty sure you faced a lot of challenges.
Right.
The fact that you were coming from PR with something that has nothing pretty much to do with fashion, only probably with you're gonna communicate a certain dress to someone, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
What were the kind of challenges you faced?
But I will tell you, PR really helped me because then I knew how to start a conversation and even try to convince somebody to get something. Now, my challenges came when I could not get right fabric or working with tailors because, remember, I didn't study it, so I would rely a lot on my tailors, and that was a big challenge when I was starting.
Nice, amazing.
And I found out that you sacrificed and had to buy your first sewing machine.
Yeah.
How did it feel when you got that first sewing machine?
That was, I didn't tell you, there's a story that I did not put there, that my first sewing machine, actually, my first tailor stole it.
What?
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to come back and find out about this guy, and we're going to call you out. And this is Empress Divine, and we've been talking to the amazing Empress Aulgah Natoh.
Yeah, man.
Man, Niliska, you said before the break that someone stole your first sewing machine. Now, you've hustled, you've worked hard.
Right.
You've got your first sewing machine, you're about to start.
Yeah.
Or you've just started.
Yeah.
Trying to make this money back. And then?
And then I get to go home. I lost my first cousin. So I got to travel and I left this guy in charge, my first client, who was actually my schoolmate. So she was having her wedding and she trusted me with everything. She was like, Aulgah, do this. I was like, oh, God, somebody trusted me with this first thing. So when I left and went home, got back, the guy was gone. He changed his phone number. And I did not know him much, and so that is how I lost. And I had to start again.
Did he make the dress?
He took off with the fabrics, the machine, everything.
Wow. So you guys, you see, it's not that easy.
Yes.
There's going to be challenges. There's going to be, that bad mind man there trying to steal your hard work.
Yeah.
But you kept going.
Right.
You came back again.
Right.
Saved again.
Right.
Got another machine.
Yes.
And
it just took me weeks, and I managed to convince my brother, and he gave me a bit of some cash. I bought my first machine, and I think I got 2. And then I went to TZ, of course, to start, because I started with African and got some more fabrics and started.
Amazing story, Aulgah, and thank you for blessing us with your story right here on Empress Divine.
Yes, sir.
And a message to all the empresses, as you had said, start, don't be afraid.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid, and consistency. I would say in life, what defines us is the consistency. Yeah. Because then people get to respect you. If you keep doing this, there's going to be a difference tomorrow.
Yes.
If you do it today and then tomorrow, you learn where you fall and then you correct as you go. But consistency.
All right, and if people want to support or get your dresses, do you do menswear as well?
I do menswear, but majorly I do women's. Yeah.
All right, and where can they follow you on social media?
On social media is Aulgah _Natoh. Aulgah is spelled different. It's AULGAH_Natoh.
And that's on Instagram?
That's Instagram. Facebook is just Aulgah Natoh.
Okay, so you can go ahead and follow Aulgah. She's making waves, amazing fashion designer, you know, the first and actually only woman who was invited to go to the Cairns Music Festival and dress some celebrities. She's about to do a challenge and make Nazizi a dress.
Actually, I have a question, Empress.
Please.
You see, Empress have to let us know. Do you have a lion by your side, Empress?
The
question. By the grace. By the grace.
Yeah.
Can I skip that?
No. You can't skip that.
Of course you can, because that is personal information, and you are allowed to keep that info to yourself. But one thing you can't keep is, did you feel the vibe today?
I did. It is so lovely to be here. And it's coming to an end. I feel like we just started.
I know. We always feel the same way as well. Yeah. And are you a reggae fan?
I am a total reggae fan. This was through my brothers. I didn't choose to, but I was baptized.
Amazing.
You know what?
Yeah.
The fact that you're a reggae fan,
and
the fact that you have gone through all these challenges just to get where you are,
and
just to get something happening. You know what? I'm dedicating a roof over my head, Mighty Diamonds, going out to you.